This is the beginning of the end.
At DPW 1, I was promised a one-on-one title opportunity.
Everybody knows him as the general manager.
Alex Riley failed to deliver on his promise.
I know him as a liar.
with Paul Virk and Sentry standing over us, and we are still pissed as hell.
To know that I am going to get my company back one day. Here we go.
You think you built DPW? Well, I own it.
Scheduled for one fall is a fatal four-way match to crown the new #1 contender to the DPW Heavyweight Championship. When the bell rings, your referee in charge, senior official, R.J. Wilkins! Koda, weighs in today at 180 pounds, the Ice King, Jack Ledger!
Welcome, wrestling fans. We're here at Clyde Ironworks in Duluth, Minnesota, and it is time for Discover Pro Wrestling 8 WARPATH. We have a monster main event tonight. It's title versus streak. DPW owner and champion Paul Virk will take on the undefeated Joey Avalon. I'm your broadcaster, Nick Olson, and I'm alongside my broadcast partner, Zach B. And not only do we have that amazing main event, Zach, the world is wondering, will we see the Wanderer tonight?
Well, I don't necessarily know why that's just all of a sudden coming out of your mouth. We got an amazing #1 contenders match here. We got the Ice King here. We got tons of things going on, but that's what you want to open with. Okay.
Competitor number 2. Seattle, Washington. He weighs in today at 191 pounds.
by Sentry, given to you by Sentry, the wondrous Paul Virk, and you want to talk about the Wanderer. Like seriously, can we get to the night that has been given to us?
Well, let's be honest here, Zach. That's what the people want to know. Will the Wanderer be here or not? And what is he going to do? What kind of carnage is going to ensue if the Wanderer shows up?
A ton of things have happened since the last DPW, and security has been tightened. It has been told what to do. This should not become a problem again. Paul Virk has hopefully ensured it, and I say hopefully, but I know he has.
And the third competitor. From the 3 Mile Island, he weighs in today at 225 pounds. Dr. Ooze Block Hole!
Now, one thing you had correct there, Zach, is we do have one heck of an opening contest here tonight at DPW 8, and this is this fatal four-way here to determine the #1 contender for Paul Virk's DPW Championship. If that will remain Paul Virk's DPW Championship, that remains to be seen. But right here, we've got Dr. Ooze Brock Hall, one of the more interesting competitors here at DPW, if I do say so myself.
Have we checked this man's credentials? I mean, for God's sakes, you can't just throw the word doctor around for just about anything.
Well, I'm not sure if he has the credentials, as you say, as a doctor, but what we do know,
But you're saying it.
is at DPW 7, you were the one that saw this concoction or something that he was creating in the back. We never determined what that was. We never got word of what that was, because by the time we got back to the sea, everything was cleaned up and gone like nothing was ever there.
It's not often that I, say anything positive about what you say, because it's really hard to. But you know what? That was the best part about the last DPW, was that we missed what was going on backstage.
And the fourth and final competitor. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, this is Sierra!
I think if you ask most people, if you had to pick a winner in this contest, if you had to predict a winner, it would have to be the inaugural DPW champion, Sierra, who held the title for 1,141 days, Zach.
It is hard to argue with you on that, even with the level of competition in the ring. You have DPW mainstay after DPW mainstay, but like you said, there was nothing more stain about this company than the woman that we are currently looking at on our screen.
She defended or retained that title 15 times, Zach, during her reign.
An absolute legendary reign brought to the end by Paul Virk, of course, and clearly a favorite.
Now you mentioned that, she did answer Rampage Stantana's open challenge.
Yeah, at least the three men in the ring at least know who they're facing. I mean, that was just absolutely just an appalling decision by anyone who made it.
Well, it's an open challenge. Anybody can answer the challenge if it's open.
So where was everybody else in the locker room? That's what I'm asking.
Well, she stood at the front of the line here. Right now, she's taking charge in the ring, clearing house. And out goes Arsenal, and it's just going to be Brock Hall going down with a neck breaker here. And a cover in the early going.
Getting distracted and almost losing everything.
Sierra now with the upper hand. We've got two competitors on the outside, and making a third. Third time's a charm, and now Sierra also going to follow Dr. Ooze to the stage area here.
Sierra's striking ability, one of those things in her game that definitely does not get talked about enough, but she can strike with the best of them.
Without a doubt now. And Hall's head driven into the canvas there, excuse me.
I think the head was right, honestly.
And look out! Jack Ledger out of nowhere. Snuck around to the backside of the ring. A front flip over the rope there, and downstairs on Brock Hall.
Jack Ledger, I think, is the real wild card here because when you think about Jack Ledger, unfortunately for his opponents, including Sierra, you think about winning.
Well, he tried a springboard of sorts. Aaron Arsenal there was behind him. Pulled the foot off from underneath him, and down went Ledger there, the Ice King. A fan favorite here in DPW, without a doubt. Arsenal now. Ooh!
Scarf didn't help you there.
It definitely did not. That's just wherewithal there from Brock Hall. Being a step ahead of Aaron Arsenal there. Knife edge chop there by Sierra, backing Hall into the corner.
Hear those things from over here.
Ooh! Now Sierra again with the upper end, snapmare takedown. And off the rope, and
right to the side of the head, the cover.
Almost had Brock Hall there, caught him in the temple with that boot. Senior official RJ Wilkins on the call here this evening to open up DPW WARPATH. And into the guardrail there goes Sierra.
For those of you who will eventually be watching later, we opened the night with a VIP match of a triple threat, and now we're adding one more competitor. Chaos just ensues when you've got this many people in the ring.
Yes, it does. Fatal four-way here. Remember, anybody can be pinned at any time.
Or submitted.
This is not an elimination-style matchup.
And right now you have the proverbial favorites outside the ring. And what we have is essentially a one-on-one contest between the
up and over
non-favorites.
Underneath goes Arsenal.
Brock Hall took a little too long to admire his work.
And right back at him. Down goes Arsenal, tit for tat there.
Jack Ledger legitimately telling the fans what goes around comes around.
What a kick there, spinning back kick. What do you call that, Zach?
Pele style.
All right, Pele. And Jack Ledger is uber impressive here, as he always is. And he's got the claw locked in here.
This is a submission.
He's got that thumb pressed into the temple of Brock Hall. And surprise roll up, cover.
The cover.
And a 2 count there, almost had him. And again, ducking under the way is Ledger. And man, Ledger's quick.
Both men stuck in the corner.
And splash.
Ledger flying splash there. And the power of Ledger, again, such an underrated part of his game. But unfortunately finds himself in the middle here.
A code breaker. Down goes Ledger. Found himself kind of caught in the middle between Arsenal and Hall there.
The pace has slowed, which is exactly where Hall wants it.
Now, are these two going to work together here, Zach? It looks like they're going to... no!
Never trust a man with that mustache.
Not so fast, my friend.
Or the scarf.
And again, he wears that scarf. We're not sure why, but he does.
Nice counter there by Arsenal, though. Look at what Sentry is opening. Look at what they've given you. I mean, goodness. This is a man that's been here a lot and has just gotten better every time we've seen him in the ring.
Without a doubt now, submission move applied here to Ledger. The only two that are upright here in the contest, and all of a sudden Sierra back in.
Arsenal still has the
and he's got a double submission here.
On Ledger. And Hall breaking it up.
He's got all three of them.
Somebody's gonna submit, maybe.
A double guillotine, a shoulder lock of sorts on the bottom. I don't know if I've ever seen this, Zach.
Well, unfortunately, this is not gonna go well.
Roll up. He almost had him.
Ledger trying to outthink everybody here.
And forearm into the corner from Hall onto Ledger.
Hall now going up to where I don't necessarily know if this is Hall's game. But he seems to be the aggressor in this situation.
What do we got here? Slipped out from in front of Ledger there.
That's why they call it high risk and very rarely high reward.
Now Ledger gonna fly, maybe? No. Arsenal had that scouted. Forearm to the back. And now Arsenal gonna try his wits on the top turnbuckle.
I'm not quite sure if anyone but Ledger in this match is comfortable up there.
And no. 0 for 2 on Ledger on the top turnbuckle here, and oh. And, oh, Sierra didn't want that. Was not meant for Ledger. She stopped her progress and a German suplex.
And Sierra got it.
And now looking for that Impaler DDT. Oh, no. And a German suplex back.
Pulls it out eventually, and Hall stops the momentum.
And he's going for it. He got it. Impaler DDT.
And now it's over here. It could be.
Ledger got a fly moonsault. Breaks up the pin.
From the heavens.
Oh! And I don't know who would have won that matchup. They both, there was a double cover.
Referee's discretion. Pull out that ever so referenced rule book we got around here.
And Sierra broke that up. Now Hall was on the bottom of that cover.
Sierra might have done some damage to herself in the process.
I think so. All 4 members of this matchup down. RJ Wilkins letting this go, has not started the count. All 4 competitors trying to raise themselves up in each turnbuckle here, in each corner of the ring. No!
Sierra taking out Hall, Arsenal.
Not quite. Arsenal breaking that up, rolling over Sierra, and no!
Elbow to the face, and Sierra might be out of her feet. Arsenal might be out of her feet.
No! Oh, the ice pick. Sierra got the ice pick from Ledger. The knee to the throat, and oh! What a pile driver. 2. Oh, he almost had him.
So close.
2 3/4 there with a springboard. Not a springboard, but what a pile driver. Got some momentum there, jumped into the air.
Not quite sure how to describe it, but I mean, that's you're right. Did about as good as job.
What a creative maneuver that was.
The offensive Jack Ledger is just ever.
Oh no!
As I say that, he hits the floor, and Sierra clears out Arsenal. I don't think Hall's aware of. Yep, no, he got it. And yep.
Out of the way is Sierra. Oh, knife edge chop. Down goes Hall in the corner. She's looking for the knees. No, the elbow. Got him with the elbow.
Driving the elbow.
And there's the knees. Shotgun knees in the corner from Sierra. Clothesline. What a lariat.
Holding on to the arm.
And a cover. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out.
Paul might have done that solely on instinct.
Sierra can't believe it. She got the shotgun knees in the corner, turned him inside out with that lariat, and couldn't put him away.
Sierra trying to figure out what to do here.
Now what's Sierra looking for here?
Sierra looking around.
And there's Arsenal. Another roll up here. Surprise cover. 1, 2. Oh, almost.
Arsenal
ducks under the clothesline, underneath the elbow. Oh, and a spear. Spear from Sierra. She's fired up.
Sierra is determined to reclaim what she believes is hers.
Brock Hall now. Brock Hall's got something.
But unfortunately, she might want to turn around.
Oh, look out, no!
Oh, something in the face.
That's that ooze, that substance act that we saw. Look out! No!
Ledger out of nowhere.
Springboard kick there to Brock Hall.
Ledger's got Hall up.
And no! Go for the cover, Jack. Oh, he's not done. He's going to fly here.
This might not work.
Climbing the turnbuckle.
There technically are 2 other competitors in the match.
And got him. Got the stop from the top. 1, 2, 3. Got him.
Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jack Ledger is the #1 contender for the DPW title.
To the DPW Heavyweight Championship, Jack Ledger!
He might have surprised himself there.
What a match to kick things off here at WARPATH. The Ice King, Jack Ledger, is the #1 contender.
And obviously, three other competitors in this match disappointed, but Jack Ledger comes out on top.
What a performance from that young man.
He will get a shot at the DPW Championship.
Now Sierra sticking around here and congratulating him.
Sierra with a show of sportsmanship.
Sign of respect there from the former champ.
Nothing if not a sportsman of the game. She is. Can someone get a towel for Sierra?
Yeah, we need to check on her in the back.
Unfortunately, not even I'm a fan of the ooze.
Jack Ledger, I think I speak on behalf of everybody here in Duluth. That was one hell of a well-thought victory there, young man. You are now the new #1 contender to the DPW Heavyweight Championship. I think I speak on behalf of everybody. We just want to get a moment. How are you feeling in this moment in time, my man?
First, let's hear it for Sierra. I had better days, but to know that I got a shot at bringing this title home, this title back to Duluth, back to you guys, and away from the scum of Paul Virk.
Well, that was uncalled for.
I'm gonna bring the title back home to you guys, and there's nothing that Paul can do, nothing Gooch can do.
Speaking of the scum,
This is the part where you don't speak. I thought that was made clear in the pre-production meeting.
well, here comes the DPW owner and the DPW champion, Paul Virk.
Yes! Yes!
And the henchmen are with him.
This is what you paid to see!
You're gonna make me sick. Paul Virk is the owner of DPW. He's the DPW champion.
Listen to this crowd, they're on their feet!
And he has a ticket punched to defend that title against that young man in the ring right now, Jack Ledger, the new #1 contender. And what is this all about, and why is he out here?
He owns the place. Does
He's
it
not
matter?
scheduled to be out here.
Does it matter? He makes the schedule.
Well, it's not on my schedule, damn it. But here he is nonetheless. And Ledger needs to be careful there. The henchmen are behind him. I'm not sure he's aware of that.
I thought we cleared this up. Henchman? Such a filthy word.
And Paul Virk's got a microphone.
I can't wait. Can we turn yours off? Disrespect.
That's what this crowd thinks of Paul Virk.
No language on these people. I just... Oh, that's respect. Guy gave you a shot at the title.
Yo, I ain't got all night, so relax, Duluth. I'm not here for myself. I'm here for the #1 contender, right? Jack Ledger, right? The Ice King, right?
That's a huge endorsement.
Jack Ledger, congratulations. You are the #1 contender to my DPW title.
Just said we don't have all night.
What's funny is you're going to get your opportunity, but not at DPW 9. We're not waiting in that. You're going to get your title opportunity for this championship right now.
What?
What a generous gift!
Oh! Those damn henchmen!
What an amazing
Damn it!
gift! We got a referee, we got the champ.
We don't have a referee. What match? And RJ Wilkins, there is a referee, I guess. He's back in. He just said this match is going to happen right now.
We have all we need. Why are we waiting?
Oh, this is sick. Oh, no.
Mr. Virk's got to take off that very expensive jacket.
We can't have a matchup right now. Somebody's got to stop this.
Oh, the owner literally just said we're doing this.
He said we're going to have this matchup right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest scheduled for one fall.
You've got to be kidding me
It's
here.
for the DPW Heavyweight Championship.
Here's your official announcement.
Currently on the ring, the challenger from North Dakota, weighing in today at 202 pounds, the Ice King, Jack Ledger.
He can't even get to his feet, Brian. How can he compete in a matchup right now?
And his opponent, from San Francisco, California, he weighs in today at 242 pounds, the leader of Sentry, the owner of Discover Pro Wrestling, and the reigning defending DPW Heavyweight Champion, the problem, Paul Virk.
I think I'm going to be sick. I need a bucket.
I think Brock Paul's already using it.
I want no part of that. And I don't think we should have any part of this, Zach.
You're getting the match. What do you want here?
RJ's telling him no. There's no way he can officiate this matchup. He's not able to compete.
RJ, remember what happened last time?
RJ telling Paul Virk, this can't happen.
Virk is
And
dismissing.
he's leaving. RJ is leaving. What do you mean, there we go? Oh,
yes! Yes!
And our other official, TJ Bowles.
There we go, baby!
And you can tell which side of the fence he's on.
It's a good-looking shirt. What are you
He's got a
talking
shirt
about?
and a hat branded Sentry here.
We have the right color scheme. We got some stripes.
In that rule book we keep referencing, if you cannot get to your feet to start the match, the bell cannot ring. And that's what RJ Wilkins is telling these guys.
The rule book is also run by a man who just so happens to own the place.
This is gonna make me sick. We're gonna have a matchup here, folks. The DPW title, the bell just rang, and here we go.
The old saying, I didn't hear no bell. I heard it. I heard it.
Everybody is confused over here, but here we go. Look out, spear! Damn it!
What do you want me to do about it?
Damn it!
What do you want me to do about it?
He just speared him. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out. How about that? There's life in this young man right now.
Well, clearly Jack Ledger was not done on the night.
Virk can't believe it. He had the henchman beat him down. Finally got to his feet with a spear from Virk, and he kicked out.
What a match! I mean, come on!
Ledger trying to get to his feet here, and now Virk, guillotine applied here, trying to choke the remaining life out of Ledger.
Paul Virk giving us what we asked for, a title match on this evening. Jack Ledger getting what he earned. I fail to see the problem here.
Now Ledger, look at the fight in this kid. And trying to fight out of that submission hold there. Literally being choked here.
Fortunately for Ledger, the submission game of Paul Virk goes
And
deep.
he's ringing the bell. TJ Bowles is calling for the bell.
Here is your winner.
And Paul Virk has just defeated
And
Jack Ledger.
still DPW Heavyweight Champion, the problem.
What a victory! What a match! I mean,
You gotta be kidding me here.
You were promised a title match. You got a title match. What do you got?
This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
What do you want me to do about it, Brian?
Brian Sager not happy with it. We're not happy with it here. But Paul Virk has just retained his title. The DPW Championship over Jack Ledger, who just became the #1 contender 5 minutes ago.
Remember, Paul Virk has a mic.
Mr.
This is
Bowles,
where you stop.
can you do me a favor and get this garbage out of my ring?
Give me a break. We might need our medical staff to come out here and tend to Jack.
Well, TJ's got duties to make sure that the talent's okay. He made sure that Jack
He was just choked out in the middle of the ring here, Zach. Somebody needs to check on him.
and still DPW Heavyweight Champion, the Problem, the one that you love, Paul Virk.
It couldn't have been
See
said
how I
better.
just defended my title, TJ, and I'm only obligated to defend it once, right?
Yes, Mr. Virk.
So that means I shouldn't defend it again tonight, right?
Yes, Mr. Virk.
So that means your main event is canceled.
What?
Because Joey Avalon, you can keep your little undefeated streak. We're not interested in that. No. What we're interested in, TJ?
Championships and wins.
Absolutely. So my night is done. Let me give the floor to the man that fell in line with Sentry. DJ, you want to say something? Tell them why you joined us. Tell them why you joined Sentry.
Yeah, we would like to know that.
I would love to know this. This is an absolute great moment.
Why, thank you, Mr. Virk. See, what you guys don't know is just how giving and how fair and right down the middle Sentry really is.
I've been saying this for months.
Oh my God.
And I know I am Duluth's favorite professional wrestling official.
I mean, we can't argue with this.
I am Duluth's senior official. Granted, you guys had to outsource me from a better state, but I am the extreme best professional wrestling official in all the Midwest, really.
I mean, who's going to argue that? Honestly.
RJ, why don't you get in the ring for this? This is a little bit personal. I want you to get into the ring right now. Yes?
Don't
My
even do it,
permission
RJ.
allows you to use the steps now.
RJ Wilkins is getting back in the ring.
You have no idea. Hey, RJ, I want you to know something. This is eye to eye, face to face. I have been in the professional wrestling business for 17 years, 7 months, and 13 days.
But who's counting, right?
No idea how long you've flaked in. I have been here since DPW 2. You somehow followed somebody's car and snuck into the building at what, 5, 6, 7? I don't know. I don't care about them enough to remember those things.
Time is
And
irrelevant.
you have the gall to call yourself the senior official? Everywhere you go, you call yourself the senior official. You make it a gimmick. You make it a little fun thing. You do the whole, whatever you do. What are you? You're not the senior official. In fact, that's why when I came here from the great state of Wisconsin, not just to Discover Pro, but to Minnesota entirely, I came where you went. I came and took you out because everywhere you were, all you did was step on every single other official that ever wanted to make something of themselves. All you ever did was take over bookings and get cozy up with whatever promoter, whatever booker there was to get cozy with. And call yourself the senior official? Dude, the only reason I don't visit those 3 letters in Minneapolis is because I want some weekends off with my family. But hey, don't worry. It's been, what, a year or 2 since you went down in Rosendale to get a Heart of Iron? Wow. How about when you show up here, you learn your role, and you learn the crunch order, and you realize you are nothing, and have never been anything, except for this fake charade you put on.
Wow.
So as far as I'm concerned, you are nothing but a pipsqueak, prematurely balding punk.
I did not have a promo like that from TJ Bolt on my bingo card tonight, but my goodness.
Do you think I told them to chant that? No, they just did it on their own. As far as the senior official stuff goes, I didn't give myself that moniker. They gave it to me.
That's right.
Who's they?
I'm not going to rebuttal. I'm not going to give you a big argument, a louder argument, because obviously you're burying yourself. It's not hard to do. But since you've been around at Discover Pro, since I've been around at Discover Pro, I've really kind of an asshole.
The language on this show. It's a family show.
The crowd is agreeing with that statement.
Well, they know that word.
If he's calling you an asshole, that means Sentry's an asshole. And if Sentry's an asshole, that means Virk is an asshole. And Virk ain't no asshole.
That's not how that works.
So you better handle it, TJ. You better handle him right now.
What does that mean? You better handle it.
I think it's.
Are they gonna go?
I think it's pretty obvious.
Are they gonna go at it here?
Wait a second.
Oh, look out, Joey Avalon! No!
Where did he come from?
And he's hammering right hand down on Paul Virk.
What is with the security around here?
And now that's supposed to be our main event, damn it! And look out, here comes Sentry, here comes Rampage Stantana.
Thank goodness.
And X. And those masked men. But Virk took a boot to the face from Joey Avalon. We were about to have a match between
Avalon! I know what it is to be an impatient person, trust me. If you're in such a rush to meet your end, then why not? Sure, you can have it. Tonight, you and Paul, let's do it. We ain't afraid of anything.
He said, let's do it. He just told Joey Avalon that Virk will defend his title tonight after all.
Dumbass, if you want to talk for him, if it's the last thing I do, if it's the last breath I take, tonight I am taking that title and I'm putting him in the goddamn ground.
Well, how about that? Main event back on. It's going to be Joey Avalon and Paul Virk.
Well, news, we have it official. Sentry has made the match. It is still on tonight. Title versus streak. Paul Virk against Joey Avalon. Your main event tonight.
Title versus undefeated streak. It's going to be Virk and Avalon. And look at this now in the ring. We've got some dissension here, disagreement here happening.
See, that's what you're seeing, and that's how you're interpreting it. But you know what? There's a lot of passion in the ring. That's what I'm seeing.
And X is the one that agreed to that matchup. Paul Virk is not happy right now.
Again, what are you seeing? I don't understand what's going on here. There's some strong feelings, I'll say that. But I'm more so looking at the passion.
Well, looking at the body language here in the ring right now between Santana and X, there's definitely tension within Sentry here. And I don't think that was a part of Paul Virk's plan here tonight.
And how do you know? Are you like privy to this information?
Well, I'm just going by what we're seeing here. They're still going back and forth here.
You know, they say
on the ramp.
sometimes your eyes can deceive you, and I think that's what's going on.
It's not fair! It's not fair. When the champ is in charge, it's never fair. I did everything I could. I worked my ass off to get that chance. But then Paul just knows how to turn it around, make it so he can always be on top. But don't worry, Duluth, I'll be back. Discover, I'll be back. I'll make this right. I'll be back, and I'll show them. I'll stop them. I'll get one more chance. I promise you, baby.
Let's kick it back down to Brian Sager. He's in the ring.
The following contest scheduled for one fall. With a 30-minute time limit, your referee, Jonathan Martini.
Hurry up, Brian, he's got a curfew.
Ethen Matthews, hailing from Green Bay, Wisconsin, making his return to a DPW ring here, Zach, and he's been impressive. However, he's looking for his first victory here tonight in a DPW ring.
Well, unfortunately, you said those two words. One starts with a G, one starts with a B. We're not going to go any farther into that. But yes, obviously, Ethen Matthews has been here before and is searching for that first victory. That part I agree with.
And his opponent. Minnesota. He weighs in today at 175 pounds. The wild card, Wyatt Tordsen.
The man who many think stole the show at DPW 7 in a loss, I might add, but he was uber impressive in his debut. Wyatt Tordsen from Chaska, Minnesota, making his return to DPW, and he's got a tall task here with Ethen Matthews, but I think we're going to see a high-flying, high-impact matchup here.
Tordsen had a losing effort to Bobby Brennan. No shame in that, honestly. But yes, we have quite the contest here.
And both of these guys are agile, they're quick, a lot of high-impact, striking maneuvers that we're going to see in this matchup. I'm excited for it. Here we go.
Similar styles here, but obviously also a show of sportsmanship.
All right. You don't see that too often, but here we go.
As you said, both men searching for their first victory here in DPW.
Well, one of them's going to get it here tonight. We got a lockup in the center of the ring. These guys feeling each other out. Both desperately want to get in the win column here in DPW. You know what that could mean to your career, could shoot you into stardom.
Every win is another opportunity for Sentry to give you just another opportunity.
And these guys both have a lot of potential here in Discover Pro Wrestling. Now still feeling each other out here and locking up again in the center of the ring. Now Matthews gets the upper hand, side headlock applied.
You mentioned we might be seeing quite a fast-paced, high-flying match here from these two guys, but obviously right now, as you mentioned, there's a big feeling-out process going on here.
Shoulder block now, down goes Tordsen. Kind of loosening the shoulder up there. Now Matthews, I don't know if he's toying with Tordsen a little bit here. And leapfrog, underneath, and arm drag over the top.
Tordsen with a nice toss. Got him in the corner.
And splash into the corner. Ooh.
This is the pace that Tordsen wants.
Now Matthews down. Laying in the corner and up and go! Springboard drop kick into the corner.
Tordsen taking the air out of the lungs of Matthews.
You ain't a kid, you get kicked in the lungs like that, and the air is going to leave your body in a hurry. And who tried to pick him up and slam him there, and Matthews caught it.
And we have a switch.
And into the turnbuckle there goes chest first goes Tordsen.
Tordsen hanging on.
Oh!
And getting a boot for his troubles.
And up and underneath now, Matthews rolling over.
Matthews looking for, I don't know, submission here?
I think he was looking for a tarantula maybe, and no. Tordsen
smartly getting out of it and knocking Matthews out of the ring.
Matthews there had an idea, but
Tordsen's got an idea.
Oh!
And Tordsen flying
right into the front row here in Duluth. And this crowd is behind Wyatt Tordsen, man. Like we said, he made a name for himself at DPW 7. Now he rolls Matthews back into the ring.
Tordsen looking to take advantage.
Went for a clothesline. Tordsen caught it. And now
counter.
Tried to counter.
Matthews staying on him. Matthews looking for suplex here.
Yeah, snap suplex.
Tordsen landing hard on it. Suplex.
Irish whip now. Underneath the clothesline. Springboard back. Oh, went for a splash. And Matthews caught him down on one knee as Matthews cannot quite get him up here. They're both struggling. Tordsen trying to get back to a vertical base. Can't do it. And now Matthews is up. And Tordsen's in a bad position here.
Matthews obviously with the power advantage in this match.
Yeah, he's hung him upside down here in the Tree of Woe.
Possibly changing up his normal idea of wanting to go quickly and take to the sky when he realizes that he has the power advantage. Lining him up.
No! Double boots to the face. Missile drop kick to the head.
Tordsen took both of them.
And down goes Tordsen. We got a cover.
Over here.
Almost had him. Long 2 count there for Tordsen. He's trying to get his wits about him here. This crowd's behind him.
Tordsen's eye might be a little messed up there. He's sort of picking at it.
Now Matthews,
this is not where you want to be.
got Tordsen in another precarious position here. Tordsen up, lands on his feet, and a Luthez press. Right hands raining down on Matthews. And now, counter, cover. 1, 2. Oh, he almost caught him there.
Caught him in the ears with the boots to get out of that.
Now Tordsen, downstairs goes Matthews. And a boot to the side of the head, and down goes Tordsen.
Tordsen trying to get anything going here. It's being shut down.
Yeah, Matthews really doing a good job of shutting any comeback back, shutting any comeback down, I should say, rather, from Tordsen here. And now Matthews.
Maybe looking for a power bomb of sorts, and a nice shot there from Tordsen. Nice shot, getting back into the corner here.
He's firing up here, right hands into the corner. Oh! Open hand slap to the chest there.
You can hear that outside the rafters.
And reversal on the Irish whip. Into the corner, chest first. Oh! And a forearm to the back. And again, Matthews shutting down the comeback here, Zach.
Matthews going with the simple approach of just hit him in the back.
Oh! And on top of Tordsen now, Arnie's gonna flip him. And he's got it, the tarantula there.
He's got the tarantula here.
And Tordsen is writhing in pain. The body's not made to bend that way. That's for sure.
Matthews trying to show a different side here, perhaps. Game is involved.
Matthews now, he did not hold that hold for too long. He did not want to risk a disqualification there, being that he is in the ropes with that maneuver. And now he's up on the second rope. Oh!
Tordsen with the boot.
And that could be what Wyatt Tordsen needed to get back into this matchup here. Caught Matthews with a boot to the head, looking for a crossbody or a double axe handle.
I can't tell if Matthews is looking across the ring at Tordsen or if he's just trying to look for anything.
And now,
the lights may not have been on there.
We've got a count here. Referee Jonathan Martini here is at 5.
Tordsen slowly trying to get to his feet here. He's taken the majority of the punishment in this match.
And now both men back to their feet. Oh, right hand. Nothing fancy about this here. Exchanging right hands. Back and forth are Matthews and Tordsen. And another one. And right back at him. Man, these two are exchanging some high impact blows here. Oh, he reared back on that one, and Tordsen saw it coming.
Tordsen looking for a flurry here.
European uppercut.
Once again, trying to gain some momentum here.
And a clothesline. And another one.
The pace starting to quicken here. This is Tordsen's wheelhouse.
And sling blade. Down goes Matthews. That slingshot clothesline there from Tordsen.
Tordsen has the advantage right now. Don't take too much time there,
He's
kid.
going up top.
Tordsen up top.
He's gonna fly Zach. Frog splash down. He got it.
Tordsen.
And Tordsen's got to make a cover. Here it is, the cover. 1, 2. Oh, he didn't get him.
Tordsen might have actually taken his own momentum and fallen off from the frog splash and given Matthews that extra second to recover.
You know what? You might be right there, Zach. He did give about 2 or 3 seconds there before he got the cover, but what impact from that frog splash. Now Tordsen here, he's signaling that this is the end.
Gotta stay on him.
Now, getting Matthews back to a vertical base here is Tordsen up on the shoulders.
Tordsen got him up here in a fireman's carry.
Oh.
Matthews trying to slip out the back.
Oh, he's got him in a full Nelson here now. No, breaks the hold.
Blocked there by Tordsen.
Down goes Matthews, rolls over. Tordsen now. No!
Falling almost into that clothesline. It looks like Tordsen might be trying to set him up here again.
He's pulling him closer to that turnbuckle. He's going up for maybe a second frog splash here to put the nail in the coffin.
If it worked,
Matthews.
If it worked once, working twice is probably twice as nice.
Here we go. And no! My goodness, Senton. 1, 2, 3, got him!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Wyatt Tordsen!
My goodness!
What a finish for your first win in DPW.
Wyatt Tordsen gets in the win column here with a couple of high-impact, high-flying maneuvers over marvelous Ethen Matthews.
I don't often say that I'm impressed by much here, unless it's Sentry, but I'll say it. I was impressed.
That delivered everything we thought it would. These two young competitors here in DPW. Tordsen hit the frog splash, couldn't quite get Matthews, but wound up getting it back in the same position and hitting that senton from the top. And that was enough to do it. Now what do we got here? They're shaking hands.
A show of sportsmanship.
All right, a show of respect there.
Very good match from both competitors, but Tordsen was just that much better.
Matthews now giving Tordsen the nod. This young man has been impressive his both times in a DPW ring. We're excited for Wyatt Tordsen's future.
Got the W in the column, and now it's hopefully up from here.
We're gonna kick it back down to Brian Sager. He's getting back in the ring.
Dude, let's hear it one more time for Wyatt there. Hell of a victory. Everybody having a good time so far out there? How about it, huh? DPW, it couldn't be possible without our sponsors here this evening. And so that leads me to my very special guests at this time. Please welcome the Excalibur Con Group!
Our primary sponsor of the evening is Excalibur Con. And here comes their representatives here to join Brian Sager in the ring.
I'm very conflicted right now. I don't want you to stop the music. I love that. That's my childhood right there. So, right? Hey, one more time. Play it one more time, please. Just once. Okay, I've had my fun. Thank you guys. Hey, thank you so much for being a big sponsor here tonight, and thank you for supporting indie wrestling and Discover Pro Wrestling as well. So just wanted to kind of get you guys' thoughts on the events that's transpired here so far tonight. It's already been one wild evening.
It's been a crazy evening. Sentry sucks.
That was uncalled for.
You're not wrong.
Zach. I just said it was uncalled for. What else did I say?
One more time. Virk, you said it, not me. I have a job here to do, unfortunately. He's had his say. What's your say in all this?
Virk sucks.
We're blunt and to the point here tonight. We're definitely not Sentry fans. Are there any Sentry fans here? I didn't think there was either.
Why are we just allowing this man to brandish his sword?
I thank you guys so much for being here tonight. What do you think? Obviously, you're probably going to say that Joey's going to win tonight, right?
That could deter Sentry from entering the ring. Maybe that's the idea.
Do you have any other favorites here at DPW besides right here tonight? Yeah, hell yeah, the bastard's son of Odin, Devlin, Kain. That guy's a beast. He kind of scares me a little bit. Oh my God. But it's the beard. I can't grow my beard that large like that. But hell of a guy, hell of a beast. Any other favorites you guys looking forward to here tonight?
Well, we love the Sierra match. Come on, Sierra.
Former DPW heavyweight champion Sierra. True champion. That's a bold statement. I disagree. I agree, unfortunately, but yeah. So are you guys got any lasting words to leave with the audience here today?
Well, if you like this, check out the Excalibur Con booth. Got lots of information. We're going to be paired with the real DPW, the Duluth fans. None of this Sentry stuff. We're going to get Eric back where he belongs. Norman will be back owning this company where he's supposed to be. And we'll be partnered with Excalibur Con for the end of eternity.
What do you have to say
There
about
you have it.
Down with Sentry.
Some strange things being said here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first from Excalibur Con. They're definitely big supporters of DPW and not so much Sentry and Paul Virk. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, no. You better be ready to back up your words there, boys.
I guess the sword didn't work.
The fact that you thought it would is more concerning than anything at this point.
And here come those henchmen and X. And guys, this is not a good position to be in here. We've seen this before.
You know, there's an old saying that I won't say here on camera because apparently you're the only one who says it. But you talk something, and you know what? You just might get something.
Unfortunately, that looks to be the case right now as X enters the ring, stalking what seems to be his prey. Our primary sponsors here tonight, the representatives from Excalibur Con.
Just because you sponsor the place doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. Now this man, he can say whatever he wants.
We still don't know who the masked men are, and X has a microphone here. What does he have to say to these gentlemen?
I've never needed your approval. One day you'll learn that. Speaking of not needing approval, money does make the world go round, doesn't it? So glad you could come out and sponsor the show. That's so great. I love it. What I don't love, what I don't care for, I should say, is there's a lot of love going around for Eric. I don't understand it. I don't know why. Because all Eric did was tip the first domino, and he couldn't control anything that happened after that. Could he, say? Oh, they have nothing to do with this. They only sponsored the show. They're the only reason that we're here. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No one would be here if it wasn't for Sentry.
Where's the lie there?
Not a single damn person in this room. Eric tipped the domino and everything that
Strong claim there from X.
You say claim. Whose name is on the banner?
But that brings me to the other problem I have with these proceedings. There's just too many cooks in the kitchen. There's just too many things going on that people don't understand. There's just...
What is he referencing there? Too many cooks in the kitchen?
You're worried about that and not the horn?
That is a
There's
familiar
too many
sound.
people that think they can be the big damn man!
And that is the horn that signals that Devlin Kain is on his way to the ring. The bastard son of Odin is here, and he's heard enough of X. Now, the Excalibur Con members have left the ring. Very smart to do so. We've got X and his henchmen in there with Devlin Kain. This is a scheduled matchup, folks. And there's RJ Bowles, senior official, I might add, RJ Bowles, in the ring to officiate this matchup between Devlin Kain and X. And man, is this going to be hard-hitting action here.
Contest scheduled for one fall. In the 30-minute time limit, your referee, senior official, RJ Wilkins.
You got half of it right.
Introducing first, from Nowhere Special, he weighs in today at 265 pounds, member of the century. This is
Look, I want TJ Balls to be out here just as much as you do because Century deserves it.
From Iceland, weighing in today at 1734 kilos, the bastard son of Odin, Devlin Kain!
Oh, look out! From behind, German suplex! Devlin Kain had no idea. Look at, he popped up! He popped up! And a Sherman back! My goodness, X did not expect that. And here we go, lock up in the center of the ring. They've traded German suplexes here in the early going. And X now backing Devlin Kain into a corner. And, oh!
Devlin didn't seem to like that.
And now they're trading open hand slaps back and forth here. Right forearm now from X. Ooh, clubbing blow from Devlin Kain. Ooh.
X almost daring him.
And oh, we knew this was going to be a hard-hitting matchup, and it sure is, living up to that billing here in the early going. And now, oh, looking for a cross body is the big man.
X with the power.
And there it is.
With
Fall-away slam.
ease.
Fall-away slam. And by the way, Zach, what does it matter to you which official is in the ring? We've got an official, we've got a matchup here.
All I'm saying to you is you kept saying Bowles, it's almost like you wanted TJ out here more than RJ. So you know what? Maybe you're actually starting to come around.
Well, if I made a mistake there, maybe I did. Is that what you're referencing? Did I call RJ TJ?
You know, you want to sit here and you want to talk about a mistake, but maybe your subconscious really was trying to lead you down the correct path. Like, you know, TJ was talking about earlier.
No! Back elbow there from X. And boy, you really ran with that idea. And now X is stalking his prey here. Devlin Kain down on the canvas here in the early going.
X, one of the top-notch competitors here in DPW, worked his way from the early on pre-shows.
And we can't argue that. X is one heck of a competitor here in DPW.
Which is weird that you say that because Eric didn't seem to notice.
Well, I don't know if that's true at all. I think some of this narrative was created out of thin air here, and these guys have taken whatever Paul Virk has said to them and ran with it without a doubt. Right hand there.
you know, you want to make these things up like he said something that was just magical. He said the quiet part out loud, as TJ referenced earlier, and he simply just said to everyone that, you know what, you've been overlooked.
Well, you cannot deny his ability to lead these guys. He's done a phenomenal job of getting them to do whatever he wants, and a full Nelson snap suplex there. But we did notice some turmoil earlier, Zach.
Once again,
we did notice that maybe there's a little tension right now within Sentry.
Hey, it's the professional wrestling business. Emotions run high. Tonight is truly a night of emotions. It's DPW, what else can you say? And you know what? X did something, but clearly the fact that X is out here and there's not something going on, I guess I'll follow your logic on that one for a brief moment. X is out here, everything's clearly fine, and he's once again doing what he does in DPW, and that's dominant.
Well, it remains to be seen if it's fine. My eyes tell me a different story, but the story my eyes tell me right now is X has the upper hand, and he is going to try a submission maneuver here. We've seen this before. He bends that arm backwards there, tucks the wrist underneath, and puts pressure on top of that there, bending the wrist the way it shouldn't be bent.
When was the last time you saw Devlin Kain manhandle?
You know, I can't say I ever have.
This is not the part where you talk.
And
now you can answer.
I can't say I ever have, Zach. And right now, Kain is in a bad way of sorts here. He's in the corner. RJ Wilkins checking on him, doing what a good official does, I might add. And now X sort of toying with the monster Icelander.
Think about how great we're doing right now here in DPW. When you say that official, which is easily at least the third or fourth best official we have, is good.
Corner sidewalk slam.
What a lineup, if that's considered good.
And now Devlin Kain able to counter here.
Devlin Kain trying to get something going in terms of momentum. X has certainly had the momentum up until this point.
Now X pulling himself up into the corner. Splash into the corner from the monster from Iceland. And now out of the corner, up and spine buster. And what a spine buster. Cover 1, 2. He almost had it. 2 3/4 there. Devlin Kain wanted that one in the worst way.
Devlin Kain thought he had it there, and now he's got to regroup.
And now, forearm shot from X there.
Clubbing low, and they seem just exchanging them at this point.
Back and forth now. These big men are trading blows. Right hand. Another right hand from Kain. And now they're both back to their feet somehow, some way. And underneath, T-bone suplex.
X making it look easy, even this deep into the match.
And up and another one to Devlin Kain. And he's counting them. And now Kain trying to get back to a vertical base, using the ropes to stand. And X now, back elbow into the corner. Irish whip. And up and out, and a sidewalk slam of his own.
X looking for the cover here.
And X wanted that one. Anything you can do, I can do better was his motto there.
X trying to do a preemptive, I don't know, just a middle of the match job appraisal?
I'm not sure what's going on here. He's all over RJ Wilkins. Didn't like the count, I guess. Neither man was able to put the other away with a sidewalk slam. And now, and he's got him up and over.
Devlin Kain holding on.
What a maneuver there. Hanging on with the strength there of that grip underneath, and then able to utilize that body and flip him over the top. What a suplex.
Devlin Kain showing off his power now.
And X is saying no more, no more. And third time gonna be a charm, no.
Clubbing below there, and Devlin Kain not caring.
He's not letting go of that right hand, and these guys are seemingly connected here. And a knee. And up, fireman's carry here. He's got X on the top, no reversal.
Slipped out the back, looking for a submission here.
And he's got it. He's got a sleeper-like maneuver there.
And look at X just leaning into Devlin Kain.
All
that
his weight
on the back of Kain.
And now Kain looks to be fading here.
Referee checking on it.
RJ Wilkins. No. Oh, wait a second. Devlin Kain might have been out there, Zach.
If he was out, why is the match still going?
And I'm not sure what's going on here. X is walking away. And now he's right in front of us here.
Last I checked, it was a tables match.
He's saying it's a tables match.
Ladies and
What the hell
gentlemen,
is he
this match
talking about?
is now a
I've got that
tables
right here.
match.
Yeah.
What?
Obviously, this was a tables match from the get-go.
He just said it's a tables match.
Yes.
What in the hell is going on here?
Can we get someone to get proper notes out here for this gentleman next to me? I mean, good Lord, I got tables match right here. What are you talking about?
Nowhere did it say tables match.
Well, apparently Brian also doesn't have
And
this.
X just told Brian Sager to announce that it was a tables match. Devlin Kain, I believe, Zach,
Well, if we had the right paperwork,
did
he would have
not get
announced
the
it.
hand up. This match should be over. He should have been submitted there. And now X putting the boots to him and bringing a table into the ring.
Well, that's what you do in a tables match. You get a table.
And I'm sorry here, folks. If I had known, we would have announced that this was a tables matchup. I don't believe it was. And now it is. So here we go. X and Devlin Kain in a tables match. And now right hands underneath Kain, firing up here a little bit. Oh, the mist. He got him with the mist. And Devlin Kain is blinded, damn it.
X looking for
And
some
he's up.
momentum.
Oh, no.
Go.
The spine buster through the table.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner.
Damn it.
The brutality of a tables match can be unrivaled at times.
X spit that mist into Devlin Kain's eyes. He was blinded, did not know where he was, and got spine busted with authority through the table. And X has defeated Devlin Kain here tonight. And we might need some medical attention here for Devlin Kain in more ways than one.
Sentry just keeps on winning, despite your terrible accusations about earlier.
Well, it's one thing to win a match fair and square, Zach. It's another thing to change rules on the fly and do whatever you so please. Nobody knows what the hell's going on.
Change rules? What are you talking about? We literally have right here on the paper. I'm showing it to you now.
I see handwritten words there, tables match. I'm not even sure you had that in your notes.
Well, I'll be honest, occasionally I'm, in the pre-production meetings, I'm not necessarily listening, especially when you've got a question.
Either way, what we can agree on is that X has decimated the monster from Iceland, Devlin Kain. And now, RJ Wilkins has been told to leave the ring area. We do not have medical attention out here for Devlin Kain, which I am again letting the folks know in the back that we might need some. And X has defeated Devlin Kain. We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be back.
Welcome to Montclair Media, your go-to place for all things visual. Whether you're looking for beautiful wedding shots or fun graduation pictures, we're here to capture those special moments in style. And if you want to tell your story through video, we've got that covered too. From weddings and sports highlights to creative short films and music videos, we'll make sure your memories are unforgettable. Do you need some eye-catching graphics? Our design team can whip up logos, digital flyers, album covers, and more to help your brand stand out. At Montclair Media, we're passionate about making your vision a reality. Whatever your media needs, we're here to help. Ready to get started? Check us out at montclairworld.com or give us a call. Let's create something amazing together.
Minnesota, welcome back to DPW8. Are you having a good time here this evening, huh? A lot has transpired already, and that was only the first half. God knows only what's going to happen here in the second half. Let's find out, shall we? The following contest scheduled for one fall is a triple threat tag team match. Your referee in charge, senior official, RJ Wilkins. Introducing team number one. Power, Bobby Brennan and Koda.
What's interesting to me about this tag team partnership here tonight, Zach, is if you remember, you go back to DPW 6, there was a little mix-up. Koda Jacobs actually thought Paul Virk was going to call on him to take on Alvin Gray, but it was actually Bobby Brennan who Paul Virk selected. And now, fast forward, they're working together as a team here tonight.
You know, the theme of the night for you just seems to be trying to drive a wedge into every little situation that you seemingly are understanding. And for some strange reason, I don't understand why we're sitting here dealing with the fact that, you know what, these are two men, these are two great men, and you know what, for a better wrestling tomorrow, we definitely need men like this to be tagging together. Sentry had a plan, and you know what, Bobby Brennan worked out great that evening.
But we don't really know the connection to Sentry between these two. And Koda Jacobs has got a microphone. Here we go.
I love this part so much.
Folks, I know we've heard a lot of individuals speaking.
Oh, come on!
Introducing team number two, weighing in today at a total combined weight of 350 pounds, the team of Alvin Gray and Arlen.
It's one thing to get interrupted, but to get interrupted by these guys?
Well, these guys happen to be maybe two of the most favorited by our fan base here in DPW. The hometown kid from right here in Duluth, Arlen, and Alvin Gray, the rebel Alvin Gray.
Well, we've heard the audience all night. I don't necessarily know if that's the endorsement you want, but okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, they do support these two. They love Arlen, they love the hometown kid. Alvin Gray a mainstay here in DPW, had some amazing showings, as has Arlen, and these two are going to add some excitement to this matchup without a doubt.
What is with these tights?
And the third and final team. Weighing in today a total combined weight of 469 pounds. The seasoning, Alex Finley and Devo Knight, Royal Flavuh!
Royal Flavuh back here in action. They debuted at DPW 7, and what a debut it was.
One of the most impressive tag teams you will see anywhere. I don't care if you consider it an indie or not. These two guys are something.
Alex Finley and Devo Knight make up Royal Flavuh, and they're going to bring some flavor into this matchup. I can tell you that right now. We've got 3 great teams. We've got one team that maybe has some turmoil, Zach. You don't want to admit that.
You know, once again, your perception of this evening, like we got to talk about this, okay? You say 3 great teams. I see 2, maybe at best.
Okay, so you're going to eliminate Jacobs and Brennan as well. Okay, yeah, we agree on that. That's amazing.
Once again, sir, the accusations are just out of control. Out of control.
Well, I didn't realize we were on the same page on that, but hey, you know, the old saying, a blind squirrel finds a nut, and in this case, for once in a million years, you and I have agreed on something here tonight. Wow.
I feel like if I say anything, they're going to take us off the air.
Well, we don't want that to happen, so let's move on here. We've got all 3 teams in the ring right now, and we're not sure who's going to start in this matchup here. It's a 3-way tag team match.
Can we start with letting Koda Jacobs actually say what he had to say? I was looking forward to that.
And here we go. All 6 men here in the ring. And now Royal Flavuh taking it to Koda Jacobs, and up and over goes Brennan. And there goes Jacobs.
Well, clearly our senior official, we'll put that in air quotes here, seems to be unable to get control of what he's supposed to be doing.
And now we've got Jacobs and Brennan on the outside, and here we go inside the ring.
Royal Flavuh trying to take advantage of a temporary alliance, I guess?
Now, Irish Whip, double team action here, and oh my goodness! Kick to the face there. Great tag team action there. Oh.
Royal Flavuh seem to be always in sync, seem to know exactly where they're going at all times.
What double team maneuvers here in the early going, and there's Brennan back into the matchup now.
And Koda Jacobs as well. Once again, the tie immaculate as always.
Jacobs now with the boots. Brennan rolls finally out of the ring, and we've got Devo Knight inside the ring. I'll try not to confuse these two this evening.
Well, it's on their tights, so I don't really know how you could do that.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. And now Knight on the ground here, excuse me, on the mat. And now double team action here with Jacobs and Brennan.
Finley knocked out.
Now Alvin Gray trying to climb his way back in the ring. Didn't quite get there. Brennan now.
Smart.
And no! Jacobs with an elbow to the midsection.
Smart tag team wrestling.
And a neckbreaker maneuver, 1, 2. And we had a cover there, first near fall of this matchup.
Not quite sure how dissension can be happening when you're seeing such flawless tag team wrestling.
Right hands raining down. And now Jacobs and Brennan, who were thrown out of the ring in the early going, now have the upper hand in this matchup. The tides have turned here, Zach.
There's always a plan when Koda Jacobs is involved. We don't necessarily need to know it, but we will always see it executed very well.
And he is one of the more cerebral competitors here in DPW. You can't argue that.
Well, it looks like the blind squirrel found that nut.
And we're back to that. Oh, and now Knight, reversal, and oh, downstairs. Alvin Gray back in here now. And there goes Knight, disposed of through the middle. part of the turnbuckle there, and now Alvin Gray, fireman's carry now, Brennan on top, and oh! Knee to the forehead, and a stunner from Arlen, excuse me. We got bodies everywhere. We got Koda Jacobs down now from the top turnbuckle.
Alvin Gray going to the high red district. Might be looking for something here.
He's gonna fly. Here he goes. Frog splash down. Cover, 1, 2. Oh, not quite. Not quite for Alvin Gray. This place would have erupted if he would have got that fall there. Exactly.
Koda Jacobs at the last possible second.
Now, you folks at home might be wondering, why aren't they tagging here? This is a tornado tag team matchup. And over the top, which means there are no tags. Everybody is legal. Anybody can be pinned at any time.
Royal Flavuh once again having the high ground here on Gray. These two gentlemen, once again, as I said, one of the tag teams in the Midwest. Every time you see them, you see something special.
Now Alvin Gray, oh, what a counter there. Went for the Irish whip. Alvin Gray hung on and actually...
They say two heads are better than one. I'm not quite sure if that's what they meant.
Yeah, into each other. Now Alvin Gray up and over. And, oh, he's not in a good spot here. Brennan and Koda Jacobs lied in wait there.
Alex seemingly having an idea. Not quite sure if it's the
now,
one.
He's going to go. Oh, no.
Little fake out there.
No! My goodness! Devo Knight touched the rafters. He just took out 4 men on his own. And now we're having a conversation here. RJ Wilkins.
Well, there seems to be a meeting of the minds
and
here.
Alex. And no. And now, oh my goodness, look out! Unbelievable athleticism here. Over the top rope. Every other member of this matchup is down on the concrete.
Royal Flavuh seem to just be admiring their handiwork, and you know what? After that, why not?
Now the only thing they've got to figure out here is who to get back into the ring to cover. And it looks like it's going to be Arlen, the hometown kid here.
That would have been my choice.
And now, Royal Flavuh up and down, double backdrop. And a double nip up here. And no! Splash, leg drop combo.
The double team of Royal Flavuh is crisp. Damn near perfect.
And Alvin coming to the aid of Arlen. And now he's got him up.
Alvin handed
and
off.
no, sit down powerbomb.
And dropped.
Man, these two are impressive.
And landing on the back of his head there.
And now dragging Alvin back into the ring. We got Alvin and Arlen both in the center of the ring. Royal Flavuh.
It's the worst chipmunk show I've ever seen.
And no. Brennan and Jacobs again.
Back into the fold, and they've kind of been left a few scraps here on the mat.
Yeah, lying in wait there. They made the most of that opportunity. Royal Flavuh, I think, saw the match in front of their very eyes, and they lost track of Brennan and Jacobs, who are now on top of Arlen and Alvin. Buckshot Bobby Brennan from Minot, North Dakota.
Not a whole lot to do in Minot. So, you know, why not get that swole?
And he has really made a name for himself here in DPW. One thing he is seemingly trying to do is align himself with Sentry, as is Koda Jacobs here.
And why wouldn't you want to?
And, oh, double suplex. And we know that Alvin and Arlen both have a history with Sentry. They've had a long, storied history. And it makes sense on why these two are trying to do the dirty work. of Sentry here tonight.
Arlen in the past a victim of poor paperwork distribution.
Yeah, that was another tables match out of nowhere.
Again, how are you not getting these? Maybe if you showed up on time.
And there you go, Zach. If you'd like to comment on the physique of Bobby Brennan.
Wouldn't you if you looked like that?
And now we've got a cover from Koda, 2, and now Arlen kicked out. We've seen this kid fight before. He has...
Look, one thing we'll never question is the heart and the resilience of Arlen. It's just sometimes it seems to be a little misguided of where and when to do it.
Now Alvin Gray's in a bad way here. Brennan raising Alvin Gray, dragging him up onto his feet. He tells Koda Jacobs to lift up Arlen. Now Brennan, not quite sure where to slam Alvin. He's really holding him up for more power on that. Double scoop slam. And now
Brennan wanted to show off a little bit of the
and
power in here.
Splash and elbow combination. We've got a cover. 1, 2, and
out of nowhere, Royal Flavuh saving the matchup for themselves.
And they had to. That would have been over right there, I do believe. Royal Flavuh keeping themselves alive here. Arlen, look at Arlen's back, Zach.
The scars of war.
Right hand there.
And we're not even done.
What a matchup this has been. We've had action-packed from the moment the bell rang.
You got a slugfest on the outside, but inside the ring you got... Once again, Alex looking for some momentum.
And he's over! Right out into the front row there.
I'm not quite sure who got the worst of that.
What a collision. I believe that was Alex that flew there.
Once again, it's on the tights. I don't know how he
swing underneath.
Brennan.
He's
got Alvin up.
And no!
Just ragdolling him into the corner.
Turnbuckle powerbomb there. Now here comes Royal Flavuh. They're not done yet. Springboard over the top. Oh my goodness! What a maneuver there. Arm drag through the second rope.
Royal Flavuh, they have an idea. Usually doesn't end well for their
opponent. He's gonna go coast to coast. Yes! Oh my goodness!
To the heart of Gray.
Drop kick to the heart. Cover. 1, 2. No! Alvin Gray kicked out of that. I don't know how. I don't know how.
Well, normally for our viewing audience, I can normally fill the gaps when you clearly don't know what's going on, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know how Alvin survived that. Possibly on just pure instinct.
Talk about heart there from Alvin Gray. Will not die here, will not quit. And now, Alex and Devo gonna pick him up. Oh! No! Neckbreaker counter!
Alvin finding a way out.
How in the world?
But Alvin's still outnumbered here, needs to get on these guys.
And now, his partner, his tag team partner, Arlen, is back in here. No, atomic drop, clothesline combo. We've seen some great tag team wrestling here.
Bobby Brennan and Koda Jacobs picking up the scraps
here. 1, 2.
Perhaps the
victory, no! These two, what they have done here, Zach, is they have made the most of their opportunities. They've lied and waited on a number of occasions and pounced when the opportunity presented itself. You can't take that away from them.
Well, clearly Bobby Brennan has been listening to his partner because Koda Jacobs always with the plan.
And now, again, looking for double team action here. And it's gonna be a vertical suplex. They are letting the blood rush to the head.
Alex is up, wondering when he's gonna come down.
And now look at the strength here.
And Koda Jacobs handing the baton away.
No! into a brainbuster there. 1, 2, oh, he almost had him. And again, Devo able to break that up.
Royal Flavuh did not get to the top of the Midwest Tag Team rankings by just simply not having the resilience of champions.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's what makes a tornado tag so tough. Because you got to account for both men at all times. And now you add a third team, and it really gets hard to pounce on your opportunities and get the fall, and get the 3 count.
Devo with a rising kick
oh,
there.
No.
Oh, a little miscommunication. No! A drop kick.
Jacobs with a splash to Brennan in the corner. No!
Alex with a nice...
And again, spear into the corner. And oh!
Off the springboard.
Spinebuster.
Royal Flavuh getting their momentum going.
And oh! Fireman carry. Into a senton. 1. Oh, he kicked out at 1. Oh my goodness.
I've heard about using your opponent as a weapon, but I've never really seen your partner be used as one.
Well, that just happened, and Bobby Brennan somehow has fired up after all of that punishment. And he's back to his feet here. These guys can't believe it. I can't believe it.
We said last time he's got it. He's trying to show something here.
And went for it again, 3rd time. This time they had a scout in. And Brennan now back down, and a kick right to the jaw. And now Brennan in a bad position here. And there we go, Alvin and Arlen.
You had mentioned just a second ago about the 3rd team.
And Arlen just slammed him on the side of that apron, the hardest part of the mat.
Arlen in there, shot by Gray into
Super
a
kick, Russian leg sweep combo, cover 1, 2, no! Koda Jacobs
saving the match for his team and delivering a shot to Alvin in the process.
Who's gonna win this thing? It's gone back and forth. What action here tonight at WARPATH. We've seen everything but the kitchen sink here in this matchup. And now, we're back on the outside. We're right in the ramp here, right in front of us. And Arlen now.
This match has been fast and furious.
Bobby Brennan. Oh, somebody went to the steps. You couldn't quite see it on the monitor. No. And this is just chaotic here. There is carnage all over the place here at Clyde Ironworks. And now, we got Royal Flavuh, we got Arlen and Alvin back in the ring. Chops to Arlen. Right hand to Alvin. And here we go, Irish whip reversals. And right hands of their own. And these guys trading both. Man, Arlen took a shot there. No. No! My goodness!
Off the ropes into the clotheslines and turning their opponents inside out.
Man, these guys are explosive. And they need to cover here. And they're not going to. They're going to roll Alvin out of the ring, it looks like. Yeah, he's going to fall out of the ring.
And now Bobby and Koda getting the advantage. If just
now
for
these guys
moment,
are just trading blows back and forth here.
This match has devolved into just a slugfest.
You're right, this is a fight right now, and I think whoever comes out on top is going to be whoever can last all of this punishment these guys have taken. We got Brennan on one side, we got Alex on the other, and they're locking eyes now.
Bobby Brennan, Alex Ridley just staring each other down. Now they're head to head.
Now, oh, did not see that coming.
Shot by Devo.
Right to the jaw. And good night, Bobby Brennan. Now Devo gonna fly over the top, right on top of Brennan.
RJ looks concerned.
Now the match comes to a screeching halt.
We've got bodies everywhere. Who is going to come out on top of this Tornado Tag Team matchup? Action packed, man.
Evo Knight seemed to be the only man on his feet right now. But Koda Jacobs slowly getting to his as well.
Now, no!
A shot by Koda.
Koda Jacobs.
Koda Jacobs.
My goodness. Took his head off there with that lariat.
Koda Jacobs maybe wanting to finish this.
And now, oh my goodness! Moonsault over the top! He's got him up!
This isn't looking good
Here
for
comes
Koda!
Devo. He's got him in a torture rack drop kick. Oh my goodness!
Into a
1, 2, 3,
it's
you
over!
got it! Royal Flavuh!
Ladies and gentlemen, here are
My
your winners.
goodness gracious!
Royal Flavuh!
That was unbelievable! What a maneuver there! These guys are also creative, also talented. You gotta tip your cap, even if it says Sentry on it, Zach. You gotta tip it to these two because that was one of the most impressive maneuvers I've ever seen.
Royal Flavuh brought to you by Sentry. You could have just said that. It's right there in your notes.
It doesn't quite say that in my notes, to be honest with you, but one thing I gotta tell you, I am impressed with these two. What a matchup here.
It doesn't get much better in the Midwest wrestling scene than Royal Flavuh. Every time I see them, I just leave impressed. They are as good as advertised. Royal Flavuh taking in the adulation of his DPW crowd here. Can't say they didn't earn it.
Absolutely not. What a victory for these two. Alvin and Arlen, and Koda and Bobby for that matter. Great effort here by all three of these teams. Nothing to be ashamed of. And Arlen, seeing the effects there on Arlen, beaten and battered after this matchup. But kudos to Royal Flavuh. We're going to kick it back down to Brian Sager.
So I didn't even get to speak when we were out there. Yeah, I saw it. I noticed it. Well, I was gonna say, I was gonna continue off of what TJ said earlier in the night. I just wanted to express, we're not being paid to say any of this. We're not being compensated by Sentry. We don't even work for Sentry. But we see the vision. I see what Paul is getting at. There are a lot of parallels between Paul's vision for Discover Pro Wrestling and what I've always emphasized with a brighter future in wrestling. There are a lot of parallels, a lot of similarities. So I see where he's going with this. I see where he can continue to build on Sentry's vision, where this can go in 2026. It's all aligning beautifully. I see where we can continue working into this vision. I'm so disappointed we didn't get to express it out there.
Yeah.
They jumped the gun on the music. I didn't even get a word out.
No, they didn't.
I'm really disappointed.
I didn't get my whole posing routine in.
No. We were short shrift. And it didn't work out in the match either, so I'm really let down how it worked out tonight, Bob. But I have an idea.
Yeah.
You hang with me, I have an idea.
Listen.
Go cool down. Get back with me. Okay. I got an idea.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is an open challenge match. Your referee, Jonathan Martini. He weighs today at 243 pounds, representing Sentry, Slammy Davis Jr.
You want the best, you got the best. The man who is responsible for some of the biggest and best matches in the history of this company, and your Heavy on Wrestling champion.
Your Heavy on Wrestling champion. He didn't even earn the title. He stole the title, Zach.
I believe there was an open challenge match that you continue to reference that I still believe was unfair, and yet Rampage Stantana still came out on top.
He came out on top, all right.
This open challenge.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Not done. And we know him as Rampage Stantana. We know one of his monikers, his nicknames, is Slammy Davis Jr., but tonight he was introduced as Slammy Davis Jr. So we'll try to get confirmation on that. That's news to me as well.
As I was saying, let's find out who accepts the open challenge.
This is an open challenge. Again here for the Heavy on Wrestling Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a taker from the dungeon of the Magic Castle. Weighing in at 230 pounds, the devil's favorite magician, Michael Arlen.
Well, this is not the first we've seen of Michael Arlen. He was involved in the Excalibur Con match of the night here before DPW 8 got going. And he's got a background in magic, Zach.
Is that so?
And he has answered the challenge seemingly here.
Rampage sucks! Rampage sucks! Rampage sucks!
These fans letting them know, letting us know what they think of Rampage Stantana here.
Rampage Stantana seeming unbothered by this mystery opponent.
This is your first introduction to the devil's favorite magician. So let's have a little magical moment with Michael Arlen. What's the other magic champ?
And Michael's saying he's the devil's favorite magician.
Paint chip for you.
And
okay.
Whoa.
I will say that was impressive.
All right, we're going to see some magic right here, it looks like. Whoa!
Is that allowed within this building?
I don't know how he did that.
I think that's the point of magic.
Now, he just handed something to the official.
Champion magician!
The world champion musician, he said.
I believe that's what the screen is. Handshake from Rampage. Getting it. Sportsmanship of Rampage is unmatched.
Bell is ring.
Unfortunately, it seems like Art cannot seem to release the grip.
Now, Rampage has got a hold of Art's hand. He's not letting go, and up, and no! Pump handle driver! And Michael Art
Rampage
might be done for the night. 2, 3 he is.
Rampage not working on the hour.
Here's your winner, Slammy Davis Jr.
Well, Rampage Stantana made quick work of Michael Art.
I guess when you work quick, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Not a good night here for Michael Art. He tried to step up and go for the Heavy on Wrestling Championship here in this open challenge tonight.
got about as many magic tricks in as he did on offensive moves.
And Santana made light work their pump handle driver, which we've seen on a number of occasions here in DPW for the win. And remaining Heavy on Wrestling champion here is Rampage Stantana.
Maybe the magician was Slammy Davis Jr. He made quick work of the magician to disappear and clearly doesn't want him to come back.
It is my duty as the second best wrestler on this card, with the second coolest title on this card, to beat ass like that. That man lasted 5 seconds with me. Wow.
I'm sorry, what's happening?
I recognize that music. You're darn right.
What exactly is going on?
Heavy on Wrestling former owner, David Saban. What's going on? What are you doing here?
Oh, wait a minute. I was playing bingo down the road just the other day and realized what was going on down here. And I had to read the fine print in the paperwork. It clearly stated that tonight the open challenge needed to be met by a former Heavy on Wrestling talent.
What?
I do not have that in my notes. What are we doing? Wait, hold on a second.
Could it be?
Wait a second.
It is Riley Jackson, former Heavy on Wrestling competitor.
What is going on around here?
It's Riley Jackson.
Standing corrected. Now accepting the open challenge match. From Fraternity World, he weighs in at 205 pounds. The final chief, Riley Jackson.
Why does this keep happening to Slammy Davis Jr., Rampage Stantana? Every single time we seem to just, I don't even know what to say. I can't even finish my thought. This is just so unbelievably, no. What is going on?
Well, one thing we knew Riley Jackson. He was advertised to be here tonight. We thought he was going to be in tag team action here tonight. But in fact, he's answering the challenge of Rampage Stantana here for the Heavy on Wrestling Championship.
What challenge? We already had the match.
Well, you heard David Sabick. He said that in the paperwork for tonight only, and maybe you don't have that paperwork. Apparently you don't. But tonight only, it had to be a former Heavy on Wrestling competitor, and Riley Jackson checks that box, does he not?
I'm not saying he doesn't check the box. I'm saying that apparently David Sabick was looking at the wrong board at bingo.
He was playing bingo, had a thought. I'm glad he did. I think the fans are glad he did. Riley Jackson here, surprising everyone at Clyde Ironworks tonight, and Rampage Stantana doesn't know what to do either.
Kick his ass!
And he thought his night was over, and it's not quite over.
I'm gonna make that championship disappear!
We ended up with the magician's hat over here. Michael Ark's hat is on our announce desk.
Rampage sucks! Rampage sucks! Rampage sucks!
You hear this crowd here in Duluth letting Rampage Stantana know what they think of him. Riley Jackson, the current Showtime heavyweight champion, Zach. He won that title on November 8th. So he has recently won gold. He's looking to add a little more to his resume here.
Riley Jackson, one of the mainstays here in the Midwest for a number of years. Making his first appearance here in Discover Pro Wrestling, and already getting admired by the fans.
And he's been a tag team wrestler for many years too. He's won a multitude of tag team titles, which made sense on why he was going to be brought in to wrestle a tag match tonight. But here we are, a surprise to everyone here. It's going to be Rampage Stantana and Riley Jackson.
Rampage. Nothing if not a competitor, being the second best wrestler in DPW.
All right, these two. A lot of experience in that ring now, feeling each other out a little bit. Rampage not quite ready to go at it here with Jackson.
Got to get some stretches in. I mean, Rampage has already competed once here tonight. He's got to make sure he's still loose.
He's still loose. He's already been out there for 20 minutes at this point.
And 5 of that was a match. Like what exactly are we discussing here?
Now here we go. No, he's still not quite ready. Now I think these are just mind games here, trying to toy with Jackson.
Do you send your players out there without a proper stretching routine?
No, I agree. Stretching is important, but I'm sure he had already warmed up before he came out here for his original matchup. Oh, arm drag takedown. And Jackson now.
Riley Jackson clearly not taking.
I gotta limber up too.
And yeah, he's got to do a little stretching too there, Zach. Yeah, he's not quite ready. He's not stretched out yet.
Well, I mean, that's just unfair. He knew he was going to be in this match. He had time to prepare.
Here's something else, I'll tell you what.
Now that we're all warmed up, we're ready for some
Riley Jackson trying to get himself and these fans behind him here, trying to get the action started. He's ready to go. And now here we go, lock up center of the ring. And no, what a slam by Santana. Down goes Riley.
And Rampage trying to get these fans fired up. I mean, this is what they came to see.
Heavy on Wrestling Championship here. And I gotta think if Riley wins the title here tonight, that he is going to return it to its rightful owner and give it back to Jack Saban. Now headlock maneuver applied. Oh, what a roll out there. Great counter from Jackson. And like we said, like you said, Midwest wrestling mainstay here, a lot of experience.
This is definitely not an amateur versus a pro.
That's a cover. 1, 2.
You're 2 pros who know the mat very well.
Referee Jonathan Martini there on top of the action, started the count right away. 2 count there. Now Santana with a shoulder lock applied on top of Jackson. Now he's just toying with him here a little bit. And
Jackson.
Too much experience there to do that to Jackson.
Slipping behind Rampage. Rampage doing the same here.
A great mat wrestling here so far in the early going of this one.
Rampage Stantana has every tool that you need to be the absolute best here in DPW. Unfortunately for him, he just happens to be in the same place as Paul Virk.
I was going to say, he claims he's the second best.
And are you going to question that?
Well, I just find it interesting a man of his prowess would just say he's second best.
Again, with the accusations, what is it about tonight?
Ooh, shoulder lock now in Santana. Tried to get to the rope. Jackson pulling him back to the center of the ring. Veteran maneuver there. And now look at him stand on top of the other hand. Now Jackson, Santana somehow able to get out of that. Look at Jackson now. Got the wrist lock applied. Santana back up to a vertical base.
There's no doubt that this is the type of match that you would see and that Sentry would give to you. But unfortunately, I don't understand why we're doing it after we already had an open challenge.
I was going to say, they can't take credit for this one. They didn't know what was happening. Now nip up. Slide through down. Single leg takedown. Now these two.
About as evenly matched as 2 competitors could be at this point in the match.
Great mat wrestling here in the early going. These two are standing toe to toe now. Now Santana. Oh! Slap to the face from Jackson. Oh! The right hand.
Just returned with the same vigor.
And up and down, roll through underneath. And whoa!
Riley with some great rope work into a headlock. Not sure I've seen that too
Headlock
often.
takedown there. Used the ropes for some leverage, spun around and was able to roll through here for a cover. 1, 2. Rampage kicks out, arm drag down. And now Jackson, again, shoulder lock applied. He's got all the leverage up on a knee here. Santana in a bad position at the moment.
Riley Jackson quickly endearing himself to these fans and introducing himself. Look at that. Manipulating the fingers there.
That ain't gonna feel good. And now Santana trying to get himself back to a vertical base. Looks like he's getting some leverage here. Yeah, he's up onto a knee here. Jackson now unable to keep him there. Oh, downstairs goes Santana. What a shot.
Veteran Rampage finding a way out.
Trip Santana. Santana goes down, roll through, and we've got a cover here. 1, 2. Almost had him. Now over the top. No!
Jackson with a kick to the face.
Heel kick there. And now Santana going to take a powder and go on the outside and rethink about this.
Santana's just utilizing what he clearly is allowed by the rules. He has a 10 count.
And now, and looks like Santana's grabbing the title here. He's leaving.
I kind of have to agree with this. He just so happened to have already worked today.
And Jackson's going to chase him down there right out here underneath the Tron, and look out! Oh, what a right hand! And not so fast, says Riley Jackson. Santana forced back into the arena here. And I don't know where the title ended up. Oh! But Santana was not able to take off with it. And now, oh, no, he blocked it. Elbow, right hand, and into the guardrail goes Santana.
The lower back of Santana.
And now, right hands. Oh, almost got to 9, and this is not good. No!
Rampage with the power and the wherewithal to set him down.
Oh!
And the knife edge chop across
He
the
went
chest.
spine first into the corner of that post, and then got a chop to the chest. My goodness.
Rampage smartly veteran move there, breaking the count. Inflicting a little more damage now.
Oh! Head first. Oh! Head first into the apron, and then back into the guardrail. And into the apron again goes Jackson. He's really taking some punishment here.
Rampage, a master of using his environment to his advantage here. And clearly starting to get frustrated with Riley's ability to hang in there.
Now what's going to happen here? Jackson, reversal. Into the guardrail goes Santana. And they're going to use every corner of the Clyde Iron. My goodness.
Riley.
Here comes Riley.
Setting up for something, taking it.
Up on top of the stairs. Oh! Tried for a double axe handle, got caught there. And now he's hung up on the guardrail. Look out! Oh! Neck breaker from on top of the guardrail.
Jackson may be out. Referee out to check.
My goodness.
Santana not too.
What's going on here?
Wants him to start counting.
He wants him to count. Man, what impact there on that neck breaker. Jonathan Martini is counting here.
Jackson's stirring, but I don't know if he knows where he's at.
And this could be it. We're at 6 here. No, he's in the ring. Now Santana raining the boots down onto Jackson. I can't believe Jackson has made it back to his feet there to get back in the ring. And now, Santana, no!
Riley getting back in the ring, but
forearms to the face.
To just be at the mercy of Santana here.
And now he's just clawing at his face, Zach. My goodness. Mean streak here we're seeing from Rampage Stantana like we've never seen it. Now, oh, there's fight left in him.
I don't know how much fight you want to talk about. I mean, that was quite the kick to the thigh, but
no!
Santana almost picking his spots here.
Cover, 1, 2, no. And Riley kicks out there. Santana not happy with Jonathan Martini, and I'm surprised that Sentry's official is not out here with that.
Well, let me be very clear. I'm sure he had other things to be doing because he was not expecting a match to be going on after we already had one.
No! Jawbreaker there from Jackson. And yeah, you got to read the fine print there, Zach. And oh! And now he's up. Oh my goodness, what a slam! What a power slam there.
Santana clearly happy with himself. Why wouldn't you be? Despite the questionable paperwork decision
and
here.
Again, another one.
He has taken full advantage of this match.
Man, Riley Jackson has taken some punishment here tonight. And now a third, yeah, a third. And you can hear the air come out of the building here right now.
You know, the referees
this might be it. 1, 2, no! Jackson has life. Somehow, some way.
He may be questioning the count right now, but maybe the referee needs to do a little bit better job of checking on Jackson. I don't know how much more of this is really helpful to Jackson's future here in DPW. I haven't seen him be able to hit an offensive move
He's
here in a
fighting
minute.
for the gold right now. He's fighting for the Heavy on Wrestling Championship. Oh!
Getting the boot up. Trying to
right
get
hand now.
A flurry of offense back here to gain the momentum.
He's got a window here. Can he take advantage? Right hand forearm. And now. And a bulldog. What a bulldog. Spiking Santana on his head. Cover. 2. No. Man, the impact from that bulldog. Santana face first into the canvas there. And now Jackson has turned this around. We don't know how, but he has done it.
Will take nothing away from Riley Jackson and his resume.
Now Santana, utilizing the ropes to his advantage and hanging up Jackson on the top rope.
Santana getting some much needed moments on the outside. He has, like I said, a 9 count to work with.
He's back in. He's not going to utilize that count. He's back in the ring here. And now, he's going to utilize the ring a little more. And he's got Jackson choked up on that second rope with right hand to the back of the head. And good job there, Jonathan Martini, to stop that. Oh, no. And now, I don't know. That might be it. The boot to the back of the head.
I'm not quite sure what Riley has left right now.
Now Santana. He's got a sleeper hold in.
Slowing down the momentum again.
He's got it cinched in pretty good here. And this crowd trying to will on Riley Jackson. Somehow he is. Shot to the midsection. He's back up to his feet. Right hand. Oh!
Stopped by a single blow from Santana.
No, another shot. Back and forth here.
These two men just trying to gain the advantage, but Santana asking for more.
And Jackson now, forearm to the face. And he's spaghetti legs here right now. No! What a combination. Oh, back elbow. That one connected.
Jackson was met with the same.
And right back at him, knee to the jaw. And up and, springboard DDT.
Santana regaining, looking for the end here.
Now he's looking for that pump handle driver he's put so many away with.
There's still fight in Jackson, but Santana still with the power.
And, he spins out of it.
Jackson reverse.
Up and, no!
A release suplex, almost tossing Santana across the ring in the process.
Man, these guys are talented. Back and forth, counter after counter. And they're both down. And now we're at a 3 count.
I'll give you this, we've been given one hell of an entertaining contest here, as unfairly and unjust as it is.
This crowd chanting for Riley, wants him on his feet here. Santana beginning to scurry around himself. Jackson up to his feet, utilizing the ropes. And now, both men are up. Oh, ducked underneath, what a left hand. Another right hand. Ducking, bobbing, and weaving here. Oh!
Jackson
and now,
getting the best of that exchange.
Underneath again. Springboard, right hand, forearm. Riley Jackson. He's feeling it. Oh! Kick to the temple. Reverse Irish whip into the corner. Up, oh my goodness, did he get caught with that kick?
Santana caught him.
Oh!
And Jackson
able to flip him over that top rope with that lariat. And now Santana taking a breather. He doesn't know what's about to happen through the center. And down goes Santana. What impact there on that suicide dive.
These two gentlemen now fighting into our entranceway here.
Now back in the ring goes Santana. Riley now.
Riley gonna go up top.
High risk maneuver.
Not quite sure how this is gonna work out.
He flies, clothesline from the top rope.
Jackson seemed to like it, he's gonna try it again.
And now Santana. No!
Shot to the back of the shoulder, and Jackson looking for a cover
here. 1, 2, oh! Oh my goodness!
2 7/8, and Riley trying.
Oh my goodness, was that close?
Riley's looking around trying to get clarification. Was that 2?
Man, this crowd thought it was 3. Man, was that close. Santana just getting the shoulder up in the nick of time there.
Far be it from me to question the wisdom that is Sentry, but I thought that might have been 3 as well.
Can you imagine that, Zach? Jackson in position here to win the Heavy On Wrestling Championship. Can it happen? Will it happen? No.
You keep saying in position, and yet, you know what? We already, once again, it's 1 match to 2. That's not the record of these 2 men at DPW. That's how many matches they've had tonight.
Now, caught him.
Looking for a flying kick to the ropes. Jackson.
And now, slingshot into the, no.
Jackson.
Santana.
Jackson had it scouted, so did Santana.
And reversal, lands on his feet there. Man, these guys are 1 step ahead of one another here. Roll through.
Jackson.
Bridge.
Looking for a cover here.
And he's got him over.
Looking for more
and submission maneuver, no cover. No, he rolled through it, no,
Into the sleeper.
Sleeper hold applied. Jackson is not in a good position here.
Jackson trying to strike at the knee to release the pressure.
And rolls over, and he's got him covered here. And no.
Jackson tripped up.
No, right back at him. Missed the cover, roll through again, cover, 2.
Santana kicking out there. And Santana with a punt.
Oh, that was there's back-to-back kicks there. Oh, Senton over the top.
Rolling Senton into the ring.
Man, the impact of those shots from Santana is something else. And now I don't know how much more Jackson can take. He has really taken punishment in this matchup, but he has answered the bell every time. Oh, turned inside out with a lariat. 2. No, he kicked out. Clothesline from hell there.
Stayed on him.
No.
With the powerbomb.
No! Powerbomb, pile driver, combination 2. Now he kicks out.
And Jackson.
How is he doing this?
I think Rampage is starting to ask the same question.
I do not believe it. Riley Jackson's heart is still beating here in Duluth. He will not go down. Santana staring at him and trying to come to the realization that he is unsure of what to do to put this guy away. Santana stalking Jackson. And oh! Santana now. Can he pull a muscle there or something?
Santana's lower back.
Yeah, he's holding his low back there. And now, I'm not sure if he had a... Oh!
Jackson caught him with a kick.
He had a spasm or something there. 1, 2. Oh, no! He's got a foot on the rope.
I'm not
and
sure.
Jonathan Martini caught it. He had a foot on the rope.
I don't even think we can give Rampage credit for that. Rampage just may have fallen into it the way he fell. Jackson,
wow.
And Jackson's in about as much disbelief as you are.
And Jackson thought he had it won. Santana's foot on the bottom rope stopped the count. And now Santana might have a back injury here, Zach. He was really having trouble moving forward, and that's how Jackson caught him there. And now, going up top again. What in the hell? He just kicked Jonathan Martini, the official.
You say kicked, I say that he was just trying to get some life back in the leg.
And roll through. And Santana got him up. No.
Riley reverses.
Underneath, off the middle rope. Caught him. No.
Santana with the finish.
So he's got his foot on the rope, damn it, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Slammy Davis Jr.
The pump handle driver puts away Riley Jackson, but damn it, his foot was on the rope, and Jonathan Martini missed that one. He missed that one, and now Santana is shoving him out of the way here. He's trying to get out of dodge. And what the hell? What the hell, the masked men now? Raining right hands down. Putting the boots to Jackson. We need some help out here.
Sentry obviously not done with their evening.
And Martini doesn't know what to do here. And they are just raining right hands down. And now X is in the ring.
Riley Jackson.
And there goes Jackson on the outside.
Gets that for his troubles on the night.
My goodness. And what a matchup we saw there, that it was just ruined here by the finish.
You're looking at this in the ring and you say something was ruined. That's what you're saying.
And hey, we got Sierra out here now.
What's she doing out here? She has no business here right now.
And Ledger, Jack Ledger.
I don't see what relevance this has.
And Royal Flavor.
Things are getting very interesting.
And here comes Santana. What the hell's going on? We got a brawl right out in front of us. Right hands, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl. It's DPW versus Sentry right now. fists are flying everywhere. There is action all over the arena here, Zach.
This is incredible.
We're trying to pick up. Oh, into the steps goes the masked man. And oh, whoa! Into our stage here. And now, I think they just took out our stage here. And now, we've lost our monitor here, folks. We just got somebody thrown through the stage area. And there is chaos everywhere here. There are bodies all over the place. They're fighting all over this arena here at Clyde Ironworks.
I believe they are fighting into the doorway.
Security, lock them out! Lock them out! Lock them out! Lock the fucking door!
Whoa, Brian Sager telling them to lock the door here.
What do you mean lock the door? What are we doing?
And they might have just...
Ladies and gentlemen, the play contest scheduled for one fall is your feature main event of the evening.
What is happening here?
This is our Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
We got Paul Virk out here now.
What do you mean?
And we're calling for the main event here.
What do you mean? What do you mean we're calling for the main event?
And we've got chaos here, folks. We've lost monitors.
Here's the reigning, defending DPW.
We've lost our minds. Somebody cut the mic.
DPW owner. No problem. Paul
And he has no idea what's happening here.
What are you talking about? What are we doing?
And now his music is on.
And challenger.
The challenger? What are you talking about?
Here comes Avalon.
From Fairfield Road.
And Sentry's been locked out of the building.
What are we doing? We've got something going on here. And for some strange reason, we've locked people out. When did Brian Sager get the authority?
They have locked the doors. And the entire remaining roster.
Joey Jet Avalon!
Here comes Joey Avalon, the challenger for the DPW title.
What are we doing? I don't understand what's happening here.
One-on-one, here we go, baby. Ring the bell. Ring the damn bell. Here we go.
What are we doing? Why don't we just listen to Brian Sager all of a sudden?
It's one-on-one here. And now Luthes press. Luthes press, right hands raining down.
We've got a situation going on. We might have a lighting issue, and we're just having a match. What are you talking about?
Sentry has been locked out of the building.
I would like to know who made that call.
This is going to be one-on-one. Avalon now. Slap to the side of the head. He is undefeated, Zach. He's undefeated in DPW.
Paul Virk needs to make sure the lighting is okay. He's got to make sure that there's something going on with security, apparently.
And now Virk.
And now we're just having a match?
Virk is rolling out of the ring there.
Here we go.
And now Virk trying to escape here. Trying to find his friends from Sentry maybe. Roll through back into the ring.
This is incredible. What are we doing?
Underneath. Roll underneath again. No! Boot. Virk ran right into the boot of Avalon. Again, Avalon 7-0 in Discover Pro Wrestling.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, but I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. We might have a lighting issue. We got a referee back in the ring that apparently wasn't even supposed to be out here.
Oh, right hand. And now Virk. Man, he has no idea what to do here. You can tell.
He's concerned about the show. What do you mean he doesn't know what to do?
He doesn't have his henchman. He doesn't have X. He's trying to get out of here again. And there goes Virk.
Going to check on the lighting.
We've lost him here on our monitor, folks, but Virk ran for the door. And now, Avalon got a hold of him, and right into the pillar. No! Super kick. Virk was seated in that chair, deflected off the pillar.
I can't believe you can just sit here and call a match.
I'm calling the action. That's my job, is to call the action.
On a match that never officially got started. What are you talking about?
The bell rang. The bell rang, and we're going here. And now, folks, bear with us here. We're trying to pick these guys up on our monitors. This is absolute chaos here this evening.
They're over in the merch area.
And now, Virk has been trying to hightail it this entire matchup. Does not want to face Avalon man on man, man to man. And now Avalon, right hand down. He is beating the hell out of Paul Virk.
Referee, if there's a match going on, at least do your job and get him back in the ring.
And now Martini is kind of letting this go here. And we are in the crowd right here at DPW Faithful. Oh, right hand.
We have a senior official, a possible senior official, and we got the rookie official out here. What are we doing?
And now, there's 10. 10 right hands for Virk's forehead, courtesy of Joey Avalon.
Scaredy, get him in the ring. What are we doing here? Apparently you can lock doors when someone tells you, but you can't get two guys back in the ring.
We apologize here. The lighting is not great back there, folks. We're going to follow everything we can.
Of course it's not great. There's a problem. Paul Virk needs to attend to this.
And we've lost them here on our monitors. They are backstage somewhere. And we can hear something here. And man, this is intense. You can feel it. You can cut the tension in here with a knife. And now. Come on, guys. Gotta get it back. Here they come. Right through. There's Virk. He just got thrown through the stage area. And now Martini is kind of pleading with Avalon to get him back into the ring. And where is Avalon?
What are we doing?
Oh, there he is.
Hold on.
He's got that shovel.
Come on now, ref, do your job. Do the bare minimum and get the shovel out of his hands.
And now, Virk slid into the ring. What a DDT there from the second rope.
The draping DDT there by Virk, and
Avalon there tried to get a little overzealous, grabbed the shovel, and wanted to put Virk away once and for all, maybe. And now Virk with a strong Irish whip there. No. And now right hand from Virk. First time here in this matchup that Virk's had the upper hand. Knife edge chop across the chest.
Paul Virk adapting.
Now Avalon fighting back here. And man, he's fired up tonight. Oh, thumb to the eye from Virk. Martini letting him know he's not going to tolerate that.
Well, he's tolerated everything else in this match.
Lariat into the corner, looking for a bulldog, and he got it. And now, cover.
Virk into the cover.
One count.
Look, I'm not necessarily mad that we had the match scheduled for later on tonight. That's still in question if that was properly made. But how we got here, this is...
Now Virk, he's got the headlock applied here in the center of the ring. And right now, Zach, I'm being told that brawl from earlier is still going on outside the arena here. We're trying to get a camera on that. Here at the Clyde Ironworks, we're going to do our best to get you the visual here. We're going to call the action in the ring. But that brawl, I'm being told here in my ear, is still going on in the back part of the arena. Now Avalon, right hand. No. And now Irish whip. No! Martini got in the way there, tried to avoid it. No! Splash! And Martini goes down. Our referee is down here. And now Avalon and Virk. Boot to the face. Cover.
But there's no referee.
There's no damn referee. He's got him beat, damn it. And here comes RJ. Cover. 1, 2. No!
And Virk survives.
My goodness. Wilkins now came in for the cover, and it was a little too late. Virk had enough time to recover and kicked out at 2. And now, into the corner goes Virk. Joey Avalon here now is just going to slide Martini out of the ring. And Wilkins now is apparently the new official.
We have 3 officials in the building, and we are going with the 3rd best, Brett. Okay.
Here we go.
Championship match, that makes
Calling
sense.
for it. He's gonna go! Knees in the corner. And boom! Sit down lariat. Cover. 1, 2. Man. 2 count there. You gotta hand it to Virk. He's taken a lot of punishment here tonight.
He's got so many things in his mind, and yet he's still finding a way to wrestle this match. What an amazing person.
It's mano-a-mano here. Sentry. Oh, spear! Has been locked out of the building. Cover. 1, 2. Now he kicked out. He kicked out. Oh, and Virk now. Oh, that's disgusting. Virk flips off Wilkins. And we apologize for that. It's been a chaotic night here. DPWA WARPATH. What else could happen here? Virk. Look, oh no! RJ Wilkins got speared. What a spear, and now Avalon. Package pile driver, yes! Package pile driver, but there's no official. We've got 2 officials down here.
Joey Jet Avalon trying to get the first referee that he just removed from the ring.
And now Martini's back in here. Cover, 1, 2. Got him, no! Oh, I thought he had him.
Virk continues to survive.
Somehow, some way, Virk is surviving here. Avalon seemingly had him beat a couple times, but both of those occasions, there was no official ready for the count. And now, what the hell's this? Bobby Brennan, what the hell? And Koda Jacobs. And the officials are down. And they are putting the boots in raining right hand down on Avalon.
The message of Sentry continues to influence the locker room.
And Virk is confused here. No. But these 2 have been trying to get in the good graces of Paul Virk. And now, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And they are shaking hands here. And not again. For God's sakes, not again here. Avalon had this matchup won, folks. And now, with Sentry locked out of the building, it was going to be one-on-one, and now we got Brennan and Jacobs, who already lost a matchup tonight, back out here, and a triple power bomb. Oh my goodness, the impact.
The impact, and I don't know what Joey Jet Avalon has left after that.
And now, what the hell? Oh my God, it's the Wanderer! It's the Wanderer!
What are we?
No! And oh my goodness, he's beat the hell out of Brennan and Jacobs. And no! A Beal throw to Brennan. No! And Avalon just took a title shot. He just took the title, the DPW title, to the head in a cover. 1, 2. No! Oh, he kicked out. Avalon kicked out.
Avalon is still in this. The streak continues.
Oh, a spear.
Spear into the cover.
Speared him to hell. 1, 2. Yes, he kicked out. Joey Jet Avalon kicked out again. Took the DPW title to the face and a spear, and his heart is still beating here.
Well, if the referee would do his job, we'd be done. We could go home here.
And now Martini, he has been through the ringer here this evening. No, come on, Paul.
I would say, based on the officiating, that was justified.
That is never justified to put your hands on the official here. And now Martini is out of commission, I would assume, for the rest of the evening. What is this now? We've got no officials here. We've got nobody out here. We've got Brennan gone, Jacob's gone, the Wanderer appeared out of nowhere. Sentry is locked out of the building in a boot from Avalon. No!
Avalon still has some fight in him.
Again, super kick to the head. And Virk now on Dream Street from the top turnbuckle.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Avalon
weren't there right
going
now.
up top here. Right hand down. And now looking for a superplex here maybe. Can he get him up? Can he lift him over? Virk trying to stop it. Yes! Superplex! Thunderous superplex from Avalon.
Both men down.
But damn it, there's no official. And Avalon knows it.
I'm not even sure Avalon has what's left to cover him.
And this crowd, where is RJ? They're chanting for him. What a night tonight here. And now, both men are down. If there was an official, we may be at a 10 count. But there isn't. And now. Okay, they're back. Oh. Sentry, and these guys are still brawling here. They're back into the arena. Sierra, right hand.
Oh, now we open the doors.
And now, somehow these guys are all back inside the arena. And this is out of control here at DPW WARPATH. X is back in here. Look out, double axe handle. There is action everywhere. And we're into the guardrail here. There are bodies all over the place. And now, X just carried, through the stage. My goodness.
Can we get some control here? What are we doing?
All of our referees are down, Zach. And now with the title. Yes, Sierra took the title from Virk. Yes. Combination, cutter. And the boot. He got him. Cover. 1, 2. Oh my God!
Paul Virk kicked out. Sentry remains for the time being.
How?
Sierra can't believe it. Joey can't believe it. The audience can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Unbelievable. Paul Virk kicked out of that combination, the cutter, the boot. Everybody thought it was over, and we're still going here.
After everything we've witnessed, everything we've seen.
This brawl is still going on. Backstage. And now. Oh, no! Sierra just hit Joey. No!
The super kick to Sierra!
And Wilkins turned his back, and he can't believe his eyes here. Oh, come on now. And it's TJ Bull.
There we go. We need some proper.
Who the hell's he? Oh no! Right hand RJ, the stop!
The stop!
Hell no, no! 1, 2, damn it!
The streak is over!
You've got to be kidding me!
The reign of Sentry continues!
Paul Virk has retained
Say it, Brennan!
The Discover Pro Wrestling Championship.
Say it!
Damn it! This was as chaotic as a main event I've ever seen. Paul Virk, in the end, with the stomp, was able to defeat Joey Avalon here and end his undefeated reign here in DPW.
Come on, come on! Bring your best! Paul Virk on top!
Sierra inadvertently hit Joey with the title, which opened the door. TJ Balls just knocked out RJ Wilkins. We need some help for RJ. We don't know where the help is. There's brawl everywhere. There's people in the parking lot fighting, I'm being told.
They can fight anywhere they want. Go to the bridge for all I care.
And now, enough is enough here, damn it. No! You've got to be kidding me. Somebody get out here. Somebody get out here.
Clearly, Paul Virk doesn't think it's enough.
And there's Avalon shovel. He tried to use that earlier. And Avalon is still down. And we got to stop this here.
Paul Virk.
We've seen this before. This is what Virk did to Alex Riley, our general manager.
Paul Virk clearly not done. Feels there needs to be some sort of punishment for this evening.
This can't happen here.
Well, whether you want it to happen or not, it might just be happening.
Somebody's got to stop this. We got Avalon. We're looking for a concerto here. This can't happen. This could be a career ender. No.
We saw this once.
I can't watch. I cannot watch this. No!
Wait.
We just lost the lights here, folks. That's the Wanderer!
What the hell is going on?
The Wanderer just appeared. And Virk looks like he's seen a ghost. No!
Who keeps letting this crazy guy in the building?
Downstairs. And he blocked the chair. Oh, he went downstairs on him.
Virk
And now, looking for the stop. No, a stop on the Wanderer. And somehow here, Virk. Oh, the Wanderer's up.
Paul, you might not want to turn around.
No. And he's got him up and a choke slam. What a thunderous choke slam. And the Wanderer just appeared out of nowhere and choke slammed the hell out of Paul Virk. And now, Virk trying to get back to his feet. And now, Wanderer, hands around the throat of Virk. Got him up and down again, choke slam. Yes. And now Avalon is back in the fold here. He's got that shovel. And Virk is all alone here. Wanderer pulling Virk back to his feet. No, downstairs with that shovel. No. And now. No. It's gonna leave a mark. Now, the Wanderer, he's got him up and down, another thunderous choke slam. And Paul Virk is laying flat on his back, but damn it, he's still the DPW champion. And Joey Jet Avalon standing tall. What is in store for Paul Virk and Sentry? They won the battle tonight, but can they win the war? Joey Jet Avalon with the title in hand, handing the title to the Wanderer. And the Wanderer standing tall over Paul Virk. What is next for Paul Virk and Sentry? What is next for the Wanderer? What a night here at DPW 8. Warpath. I'm Nick Olson from my partner Zach B. Good night, everybody.